What it is, world? It's your boy J Newz, and you are now tuned into Not Rated Radio, the dopest podcast worldwide. And today we have come back with a fire interview with adult rising talent. I would like to introduce the very beautiful Connie Perignon. How you doing, baby?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that it's not so hot. Are you located in LA?
No, I'm in New York.
Okay.
I flew in last night from France, late last night. I was having a little of a work trip and a little vacation, but rushed back because, have a lot of stuff to do. So excited to be back in the grind and work mode and everything.
Okay. Well, now the reason I asked that because I live in LA and it's been like a massive ass heat wave, like unruly temperatures out there. I mean, out here, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was just wondering, because you asked me a question. I forgot what you asked me. I'm high now. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. I was in LA like last week, so it was excruciatingly hot. But here it's still pretty hot. It's pretty humid. But I don't know. It was very cold in Paris. So I'm just kind of excited to not be wearing a jacket.
I hear that. Because it's like wintertime over there, right? Or like,
it's really not winter, but it's definitely like fall.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, it's a pleasure to have you on. And how we get this started is by giving all of our fans and supporters a little brief summary on who Connie Perignon is from the start of your career to where you are now.
Okay. It's a very short story. I've only been doing this for a little. But yeah, my name is Connie Perignon, like Dom Perignon. I've been a sex worker for about 5 or 6 years now, but in the mainstream porn industry, I've been in since the end of April. So it's only been a few months, but stuff has really been moving. It all started when Jules Jordan asked me to do a mainstream video. And I kind of was like, you know what? Let's go for it. We'll see what happens. I was only really planning to do the one video, and it kind of went viral on the internet. So after that happened, I was like, well, I guess it'd be stupid not to do anything about it. So did a second video. Second one went viral as well. So it kind of was just like, okay, well, the numbers are telling me that this is something I should pursue even for a little bit. So that's kind of been what I've been doing thus far. In the last, I guess, like 4 months, I've shot for Brazzers. I've shot a few with Jules. And I've shot with Jonni Darkko. So, some of these really large names in the industry. I've been super grateful to get such amazing opportunities. And I have some more in the works. So, things are just very, very exciting right now.
So I guess the transition into, the adult entertainment side was just like very fast and very just like, here we go. You know what I'm saying? You didn't really have to I guess, you say we were doing it for 4 months, you know what I'm saying? So I guess it wasn't really no time. So the transition was kind of quick and, and everything like that for you, right?
Yeah, I think that's the thing about having been in the sex work industry for so long. I had built an audience already for myself. And I think that that's kind of why I've been successful thus far in doing porn, is that I've been on the internet for a very, very long time. And I had gotten asked a billion times to do porn and I never said yes. And so I think when I finally did it, the audience was like, oh my God, finally, this is what we've been waiting for. And I also think I come from a place of privilege of being an Asian woman that looks the way I do. There aren't many women in the industry that look like me in terms of body type, being Asian, tattoos, etc. So I kind of have my own little special corner. And I think that's really what's been helping this transition and kind of my career trajectory.
Now, with with the categories, I know you only been in the game for 4 months. What are some of the categories that you would like to perform in, seeing yourself going forward?
You know, I don't really know. I am kind of just taking things as they come. I've been offered some things that I don't think I want to do quite just yet. You know, blow bangs, gang bangs, all of that stuff. Anal. I get yelled at about doing anal like every fucking day. And the only thing I can say is like, just be patient. It'll probably happen one day. I'm just trying to take it easy and slowly ease my way through the industry. But yeah, there's so much that I haven't done yet. Like so far, I've only done boy girl and boy girl girl. So, you know, the world is open. There's so many different opportunities to come.
Oh yeah, there's so many different things. There's so many different, you know, avenues you can go, and it's probably exciting for you to just like to start seeing the start of it all, and it's like happening so fast with going viral, and then you know getting different situations to play out for you, which is dope. You know, it's dope to see, especially in that industry. But okay, so take us on a typical day of like a shoot day. Like, how would you necessarily go into that day? What's your mindset going into that?
Yeah, so I'm a really anxious person. So everything I do is to try to reduce the anxiety that I set myself up for, honestly. So I'm a big weed smoker. So I don't smoke weed like the day of or the day before. Only because like when I have a ton of stuff to do, I realize I just start freaking out about like, oh shit, I have to do. So I try to go in just like, you know, exercising, having a light meal or like some sort of like protein shake or something. And I just go in with positive attitude, you know, because I'm new, I'm like, just happy to be here, you know,
right.
And I go in with that attitude, which I'm trying to be less of because I realize it's very dorky and uncool. But it's very much how I feel, you know. I haven't really figured out like the things that I like or dislike or need or don't need. So I just go in with this attitude like, oh, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. And being eager and just doing a good job. That's my like primary focus when I'm on set. And so far it's been really good. I've worked with really great directors and other talent that have just been, you know, nice, professional, incredible people. So, you know, fingers crossed to keep that streak going. But yeah, I just show up and do my job, I guess.
I think that okay, seems like pretty cool, and then you know people there are genuinely want to work with you know cool people, nice people, make the flow go cool and everything like that. So that's definitely good that you haven't had any counters where it's just like I need to go now, you know, like type bullshit. But that's cool. So with taking us on you took us on a typical shoot day. What are some of your hobbies, stepping away from the adult entertainment? Like, what do you like to do on your spare time, or if you even have spare time to do?
To be honest, I have very little spare time. I've been basically going nonstop for the last like 4.5 weeks. I was on vacation in Tunisia, caught COVID in Tunisia.
Oh, damn.
Came back. I had 3 days while I was dealing with COVID to pass it, and then flew to LA, had to work I was there for like 10 days, came back for a night, had a scene that day with Owen Gray, and then the next day was off to Paris where I was working. And then I just got back last night. So I admittedly don't have a lot of time. It's something I'm trying to work on and trying to find more of a work-life balance. But I would say that when I do have free time, I just try to be present. I try to link up with my friends and, you know, see what they're doing and catch up. clean my house. I do Pilates 3 times a week. So I haven't been into Pilates in like a month because I've just been traveling so much. So funny enough, right after we finish this, I'm going to Pilates. But yeah, like doing Pilates is definitely something that I feel like is very meditative for me. It's very part of my routine. And before this like last like month sprint, I've been really, really disciplined and going 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, I just try to practice self-care. You know, that's not like a fun hobby per se, but you know, when you're
take care of yourself.
constantly, yeah, when you're constantly going like nonstop, like it's hard for me to have time to have hobbies. And instead I'm like, oh, let me like make sure my mental is good, and you know, I'm being present in my social life and all of that. Yeah, it's also Fashion Week right now, so I'm sure I'm gonna have to, you know, show my face, get dragged to some parties. But yeah, I guess the short answer is being social and exercising and cleaning my house. Super fun.
That's cool. I mean, everybody got their, you know, own thing that they do, but that's cool that you actually have like a side of you that is like, I don't want to say quote unquote normal, because I bet you encounter a lot of people in the industry that have just like wild out there, you know, lives and situations. So when this is like you get to hear somebody that's like, you know, I just like to, you know, be, you know, at my, you know, crib or do this or do that, go to Pilates. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty normal and cool.
I mean, I would say that I do have a crazy life, and because I have a crazy life, like I need to find any spare moment of normality, of peace, of like schedule. Like any of my friends know, like I'm a crazy workaholic. I will keep going. Like my next like availability is like mid-October. And it's been, my schedule has been laid out for months. So like for me, I'm like, okay, I have 4 days. I have to go to Miami in like 4 or 5 days. And so I'm like, okay, I have this little bit of time. Let me like, you know, make sure I'm right and like fix my life stuff. I have to do my taxes. Like,
oh yeah.
So, you know, tomorrow's gonna be my taxes day. So yeah, I mean, I would love to say like I'm like, oh yeah, I love scuba diving or something like that, but a bitch does not have enough time.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Well, going forward with this, talk about your next steps that you want to let the fans and supporters know that you have coming forth for them.
I'm not really sure how to answer that. I mean, I'm just trying to book as many scenes as possible. I'm going back out to LA in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, a week and a half. To shoot with Adult Time, my first time shooting for Adult Time, so pretty excited for that. I am really ramping up making content with like fellow talent and creators. So my OnlyFans is going to be popping off. Yeah, I mean, it's hard out there not having representation. But that was very much a choice I've made for myself, is that I was like, you know what? I'm able to do what I've done thus far just on my own. So let me just keep writing this and see how it goes. But it is hard. But I am diligently trying to get the attention of all these directors and studios. So I guess the like call to action I have for my fans is just to request me, you know, instead of barking orders at me to work with whatever studios, like let the studios know, because like I'm only one person and they ignore me all the time, you know, so they listen to the fans. So talk to the studios, talk to your talent, bring me up, and hopefully I can be in more stuff.
There we go. There we go. Well, y'all heard her, folks. request her, send them requests into the studio and send them that you want to see her in action, y'all. You hear what I'm saying? Well, Connie, I just want to say thank you for hopping on Not Rated Radio, chopping it up with me, getting to know you a little bit, your situations with the industry and, your situations outside the industry is real cool. You know what I'm saying? Real cool situation. But before we get up out of here, can you give everybody your social media, where they can follow you, get in touch with you, contact you, all that stuff?
Yes. So on Instagram, I am Connie Perignon. Perignon is Perignon. And on Twitter, I'm Con Perignon, ConnPerignon.
So if y'all want to contact her or see what she got going on, make sure y'all follow her. Not Rated Radio approved right here. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, Connie, we're going to let you go. But you have a blessed day. And, stay in touch. If you have anything else you want to talk about in the future, feel free to come back on the show. We'd love to have you.
We'll definitely let you know. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem.